hate the start of Super Mario Sunshine. I hate that despite having an airtight alibi, Mario just gets sentenced to prison. I hate that this court scene has no background. There, I fixed it for you. You're welcome, Nintendo. And I hate that Mario seems happy about being imprisoned. But the thing I hate most of all, the most evil, vile part of this game, is this raccoon. Yes, this raccoon dog is the worst, most evil villain in the entire game. He's the one who should be punished. They should lock him up and throw away the key. He deserves to meet his fate in front of the screaming masses. No. YouTubers are not talking about this. The wikis and the Reddit have not talked about this. Your precious iceberg videos are not talking about this. And I mean that literally. Icebergs are precious. You want to know why this raccoon is the most evil character in Super Mario Sunshine? Well, let me tell you a little story.
Let's get video ready.
So if you're a gamer, you might recognize this guy. His name is the Hunchback of Notre Dame. He's a nice guy, apart from the fact that he's French. He lives here at Notre Dame Cathedral. But one day, Bowser showed up and smashed the place to pieces. The local constabulary arrived too late and arrested the Hunchback of Notre Dame, thinking that he had committed the crime. The judge thought that he kind of looked like Bowser maybe. So, close enough. Let's punish him. He would have been fine too if the prosecution hadn't been Nintendo's solicitors. They'd spent all morning putting children in prison for pirating Game Boy games from the 90s and were out for blood. So the Hunchback did his public service like he was ordered, restoring the cathedral to its former glory all by himself. But if you thought that was bad, then hold on to your hats, because here's where it gets sadistic. He heads into the cathedral, into the gift shop that he's just repaired. And what do they have on the shelves? The very curios, artifacts, and pieces of the cathedral that he's been collecting in order to repair the place. This sexy shopkeeper has dug through the rubble, taken the pieces, and rather than returning them, rather than helping out his own community, he's making the Hunchback pay for them out of his own pockets. Does this seem right to you? Does this seem okay? Then how exactly does Raccoon Dog Guy get to sell the shine sprites that he caught back to Mario? They fled the Shine Gate when Baby Bowser showed up. They were not his to sell. They belonged to the community. They were necessary to keep that community running. The whole town was in darkness because he kept them to himself. 50 shines are all that are needed to face Bowser and to finish the game. 50 shine sprites would light up the plaza. Our boy has 24 of them. Almost half of what would keep the whole island running. That's 10% of the shine sprites in the entire game. We pay him 10 blue coins a shine, for a total of 240 blue coins. The question is, what is that worth? Is a blue coin worth 5 gold coins like in Super Mario 64? Or is a shine worth 100 coins, since each level has a 100 coin star? It's almost as if Nintendo don't care about continuity and continually take the lore and history of video games into a hot dumpster fire. And that's only when their legal team take a break from issuing DMCA takedown notices like in the minigame from Wind Waker. We can say for sure that this rodent man is without honor. This raccoon is up there with evil villains like Ivan the Lat, Nintendo's legal team, Jared Leto's version of the Joker, and Barbie. And make sure to check out my video on how Barbie is a war criminal. And did I mention that Mario has to actually rescue the shopkeeper since his store is buried in poison goop when Mario arrives? He was cowering in fear under there, waiting for his impending doom. And the first thing that he can do when he's free is try to weasel a deal out of Mario. And how could Nintendo have avoided this? With just a tiny little bit of forethought and a tiny bit of dialogue. If he had said, I can hear a shine on a neighbouring island shine here, then they could have added immersion and storytelling instead of a tradable resource. Why doesn't the local community just take the shine sprites back? Why don't the cops march over there and force him to release the shine sprites? Clearly, the corruption runs deep on Isle Delfino. The cops are on Mr. Tanuki's payroll, and by bringing him blue coins, we've only made him stronger.